Hey, bits, bots, and gas. I'm starting your catchphrase already, and we haven't even a minute in. Yeah, welcome to No More Games. I'm Buster, and this is Boingo.
Hello.
Yeah. We're just sharing the stream around, and then we'll get started. All right. First off, how's your week been, Boingo? I haven't really talked to you this week.
Jesus. The phone just went beep. The week's been good. Week's been solid.
Yeah. My week's been a mixed bag. I haven't been able to write anything, but I'm getting back into the video game swing, playing more games, like practicing some fighting games that aren't Marvel vs. Capcom, even though I really should be. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, we're doing another live streamed episode. This is basically just gonna be the format of the show from here on out. We really got like one big piece of news to talk about. And that's gonna be like the main topic this week. Because the way the show's basically gonna work from here on out is that we'll have a main topic and the news. But like we're gonna combine the main topic and news together because I feel like they work in tandem because it's a news story, but we're basically making it our main topic because it's a very interesting and deep topic to delve into. And the topic is Elden Ring makes more money than your mum. I right now I'm reading the Jeff Keighley tweet because that's what I have. But Elden Ring has basically sold lots like 12 million copies in the first 2 weeks, which according to Jeff Keighley, who, he's an insider. I don't like Jeff Keighley, but he knows his stuff, is $720 million in revenue. So yeah, Bandai Namco and FromSoft making a lot of money out of those hard games.
Yeah, I mean, it's niche marketing. It's the same thing as like I hate to put it this way, but otaku marketing in anime and everything.
Yeah.
You focus on a niche that's not being serviced, and you just keep focusing on it, and you create a diehard fan base.
Yeah, I feel like that's what also, like, to a lesser extent, made Guilty Gear go, like, blew up in, like, size. Where it's like, people were just keep raving about it, and they're like, oh, like, when you just look at it, it's like, that's so cool, and I want to play it, and also just social media kind of, like, hyping up the game, and the fact that, like, we're finally getting it after, like, a few months of silence, it's just nuts, People, I bought it. I bought into the hype. And I'm not far into it, to be honest. I haven't really, devoted myself to, like, yeah, I'm gonna play Elden Ring, I'm gonna beat it. I've kind of just been, I'm still in the first area, to put it lightly. I've just been, like, exploring, which I think the open world kind of helps. It's a bit overwhelming, but it does help me, like, okay, if I'm, like, struggling on this, I'll just do something else and just, like, explore and do stuff.
Yeah, I've heard about the open world, the design of the game just being the new easy path, like, and for a game like Dark Souls where it's so predicated on having a very specifically tailored experience in combat, I think that's the best option for like having an easy mode.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, like, that is probably the best alternative. Just like, hey, you could just explore and go at your own pace. It's very, like, people are already making the jokes, but it's very much like kind of Breath of the Wild, where you see it, you can do it, if with enough work and effort and stuff.
Yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have a word.
Well, like, other people who are, like, quote unquote experts in game design are bringing up, they don't, like, overwhelm you with, like, check marks and pointers and, like, do this, do that, and, like,
the Ubisoft style of open
world. The Ubisoft method, which it can be useful at times. I like it in the Spider-Man games, but, like, it's a bit like that doesn't really work for a game like Elden Ring, which is, like, very much you're on your own, do it yourself, but, like, we still believe in you.
The Spider-Man makes sense, though, because he does basically have psychic powers.
Yeah. So Spider-Man does make, like, probably the most sense out of all those, like, Ubisoft games.
Well, that's Insomniac, ain't it?
Yeah. They did, like, not Insomniac, it's my... What did I say, Insomniac? I think Spider-Man makes the most sense out of, like, that kind of design.
Yeah. It may be like the Watch Dogs because you're hacking and it's GPS.
Yeah. Again, there's ways to work around it. It's just we've kind of had so many of those games. It's nice to get, like, a more refreshing take on it. Um,
Yeah.
and the memes to come out of this game are really charming too. Like you got a lot the maidenless meme, the touch grace, which as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh no, like memes. And it's great to see everyone, and it's like people like who are like I never played a Souls game up until now, and I'm like getting like a bit like intrigued. It's not like a game I like to play for like 10 hours straight, but it's like a game I like to like sit with an hour or two and just explore and see how far I can get. It's a nice
Yeah.
chill game.
See, here's the thing. I've never played a Souls game. Like, I've just never touched them, never even watched that much of gameplay from them. The most I've gotten into Souls games is watching like video essays by like H Bomber guy on them.
Yeah, I know he's been doing like good work at like promoting the series. But yeah, I haven't actually watched. I've only really watched one Dark Souls video essay, to be honest, which is kind of a shame on me because I'm a video essayist. Like I should probably look at what other people are doing and improve on it. But really, the only one I've watched is from like a smaller YouTuber called Darkfry, where he basically designs a like quote unquote the video is called Designing a Dark Souls Easy Mode, but it's more about accessibility options and like what's the difference between easy and accessible, and like how can you make a like Dark Souls quote unquote more accessible while still keeping the heart of Dark Souls,
See, that's the thing. That's always been like that's been a growing conversation I've been seeing with like the Souls games. It's just, oh, it needs an easy mode to be accessible, and it doesn't need an easy mode to be accessible. It needs accessibility to be accessible.
Yeah, like more just like options for like people with like disabilities and stuff. I feel like because like for like Last of Us Part 2, as much as I hate that game, that has a lot of options for like color and like just in general, like to help make not like easy the game, but like make it more tolerable, like make it more like.
Because if you just make an easy mode and say like, oh, everybody who has a harder time with motor control, here's the mode for you. It's kind of, to me, just like it's insulting in a manner. It's basically saying like you are not capable of playing the game we've actually designed. We dumbed it down for you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's why I used to be like I sometimes will still play games on easy mode, but like I mostly try to stay on normal just to have that more preferred experience. And like I'm not saying easy mode, if you like it, great, but like it's still like you still want that experience the developer intended, and I don't want to feel talked down to when I'm playing.
See, here's my perspective on that kind of thing. Is like if a developer makes an easy mode, there should be no shame in
making it,
using it.
Yeah.
Right? They made it. It's there. It was a planned thing. But if a developer does not plan an easy mode, if it's not there in the design, it wasn't there for a purpose. It's there because it's the design. It's how they intended to do it. Like, there's not an easy mode for any point-and-click adventure game.
Actually, Danganronpa has like modes, like easy mode. I'm not even kidding.
That's not a point and click. That's it's an adventure game in a different style. I'm talking
okay.
I'm talking full throttle.
Like the Sam and Max, the Sam and Max games you play.
Yeah, things like that. But like, or like think about it like this: is there ever an easy mode on any Final Fantasy game?
I think 15 did, but like. That's a whole.
That's more action based.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, because you want to know what the easy mode on Final Fantasy is?
What?
You spend an hour grinding. That's your easy mode.
Yeah. I don't want to get like too bogged down in this discussion because it could be like lots of people have already discussed it. And we're just another video game podcast on the internet discussing like the difficulty of Dark Souls. But like it's refreshing to see a game not hold my hand, but still be like you could do it. Like yeah, the world is threatening, but I still feel like the messages on the ground and the like that you could read, and also just what's it? Just like I feel encouraged. Like I feel like okay, like yeah, I lose my like money basically every time I die, but like I can go get it back if I'm like skilled enough.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like me getting like just more like experience with other genres, or just I don't know. And I'm glad it's a big success because it shows, hey, you know what Elden Ring doesn't have? Microtransaction. it's not it's kind of a live service, but that's more multiplayer. It's not no DLC at launch, no bullshittery. It's just a single player experience with lots of content that's worth $60, and people are flocking to it. It's way more successful than all those it's making more money than the stupid Avengers game Square Enix tried to push out. I'm sorry to keep harping on that, but that is legit everything wrong with gaming.
Yeah, I mean, other than Square Enix, I don't. It's hard to think of Japanese companies diving super into the live service thing.
I guess Nintendo with Splatoon, but then again, Splatoon's one of the better live services.
But Splatoon is also fully featured, at least now. Our understanding of what Splatoon is with the second game is now they know. All right, this is more of what we need for a complete experience, because the first one kind of was, I wouldn't say half-assed, but
it took a while.
It was 80% there. Yeah. It was 80% there.
It just took a bit to get
a little bit more.
Yeah. I still prefer the first Splatoon, but that's more personal reasons.
Yeah, but
at
Capcom,
Capcom Street Fighter V, right?
Capcom Street Fighter V is an example of that, but they've also have basically shown that they're kind of backing away from that model.
Yeah. Then again, the Exo Dinosaur game, that's concerning. That was a thing.
Who publishes ArcSys stuff? Or are they
Bandai
self-published?
Namco. ArcSys
Bamco?
sometimes, mostly Bandai Namco basically just does everything ArcSys, but ArcSys still self-publishes from time to time. But it's mostly just Bandai Namco who publishes the Guilty Gears and the BlazBlue. Do they do BlazBlue? I think BlazBlue's self-published.
Well, yeah, BlazBlue was self-published because it didn't own the rights to Guilty Gear for a couple years.
Yeah, that's literally the entire reason why BlazBlue is this is alt universe Guilty Gears, because Guilty Gear was not available to use.
And isn't technically BlazBlue also still part of Guilty Gear because of weird multiverse continuity lore?
Maybe the mobile games?
No, because of they both feature the backyard and just call it something different.
Okay, I'll be honest. As much as I love Guilty Gear, I've not looked into the lore, and I'm very casual into BlazBlue. I need to check out those Wooly videos. I've always told myself I'm gonna get to it this week, and I never get to it.
Yeah, and I mean Thorgy also built a crossover roster, didn't he?
Yeah, but he more touched on aspects of the lore. He didn't really go this is everything you need to know about BlazBlue. And that was more of a characters in the world.
And of course the Persona game, their Persona fighters are published by Atlas, now Sega.
Yeah. Oh, should we use that to transition into what games we've been playing?
I mean, sure, we can. Let's see. I'm looking at the list because I've been having to chat up just in case. Yo.
Nobody's here.
I was about to say yo, I was thinking, did you play something Sega? Did you play something Atlas? No, you did play something.
No, I did play Persona 4. I just played it today, and I'm I want to give it a bit more time because I've been playing way more BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Let's talk about BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. So I was you know what? I want to play Persona characters and a fighting game. The Persona 4 fighting game wasn't out yet, so I'm okay, you know what? BlazBlue just got rollback. Let's go on. Let's learn that game. And it's really fun. It might be my favorite tag team fighter. Just because it has a lot of characters I like. It has the cool BlazBlue characters. It has I really want to get into Under Night, but I really like the character designs there. The Persona characters I have a personal connection to because I love the Persona games. And then you got Ruby characters. Well, I'm not a big fan of Ruby anymore, but it's still a big part of my just my interest in media, so it's nice to see them there more at their more pure state.
It just seems like such a weird get for that game.
Honestly, if I'm honest, I'd rather them make new Guilty Gear sprites than do the Ruby characters. If they ever do a sequel, don't do the Ruby characters and just make new Guilty Gear sprites based on Strive or something. But I do understand that the creator was apparently ArcSys director the game was a fan of Ruby, and they probably were shopping around Ruby with fighting games and stuff, and they're hey, why not come to a crossover with Persona and Under Night and BlazBlue. But like the mechanics, I also really like. So basically, you have two. Basically, there's only three attacks in the game. There's the light attack, heavy attack, and the clash attack. Clash attack is basically you click the button, and if you land a hit, you enter like a mini cinematic with you and your partner like just like dealing damage to the opponent. But you can also like click the clash button and motion inputs for special moves. But like the other two are like the other two attacks like light and heavy, they can do auto combos, but you can also just like and like even though it's very simple and like to at a surface level, the experimentation is like so much funner with the simpler controls and like all the different combos you could do, the inputs, the little mechanical diversity. It's just it's fun to learn, but like it's just fun to learn and like get like better at it and stuff like and like learn, okay, how do I use this and this, and like it feels like it like you know what Marvel, it feels like a better Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and I already like Marvel Infinite in the gameplay sense, but like now it looks nicer.
Yeah, that's
and with
fair.
characters I like.
It's just I have no connection to like anything from that game, so it's just like it's like looking at that. Remember that visual novel based fighter?
What's it? Umineko?
No, it has like it's all from like one publisher of no, it's like light or visual novels. I can't remember. Yeah, no, it's light novels because SAO characters are.
Oh yeah. Like, that was basically me when the game was first revealed. I was like, I have no idea who any of you are except Ruby, so I'll buy the game. And, like, now I'm, like, learning more about it. It's like, and, like, also I've experience with Persona, so, I'm really getting more hooked on the game and stuff. And it's, like, seeing all the cool character interactions and seeing some of my faves get together. And, like,
I mean, that's why I've always been attracted to Marvel, because it's fucking Marvel.
Yeah, it's Marvel and the Capcom. It's like, yeah, it honestly feels like a modern Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because it reuses sprites, but the characters just feel like brand new and like brand new, but they simplified some aspects, but still like super fun and fast and stuff. It feels like the modern day Marvel 2 is what I would best describe Cross Tag. Glad it has rollback, and like I can actually match with people on Steam and stuff. Although like I feel like when towards the end of me playing it this week, I feel like not enough people are online. I really hope like when the rollback, because we're still in the rollback beta. I hope when the rollback like officially comes out in April, that more people will jump on. Yeah. Although it does feel like a lot of ArcSys games are kind of fighting right now, like with each other, because like Central Fiction for BlazBlue just got rollback. Persona 4 just released and is gonna get rollback later, which is kind of disappointing that it wasn't have rollback at launch.
And I can understand it though, because there's a lot of like system work.
Yeah, it's a lot
and
of
maybe,
maybe
because I don't know though.
I feel like the rollback for Persona was like fan demand, and they're like, okay, you know what, we need to put this in if we want to like sell more units and stuff.
Yeah.
It's still weird how that game has Persona 3 spoilers, and we still don't have Persona 3 on Steam. It just feels like, I guess because they're just like, oh, we ArcSys is big, let's help ArcSys get a game back re-release. So it just feels like an odd game to re-release for Persona. I don't know. But yeah, Cross Tag Battle's great. Wait, do you have anything else to say before we move on to the next game?
No, just kind of more in a general topic-y kind of way. It's like, it's just because to me it seems like the big fighter everyone's talking about right at this moment is KOF.
Oh yeah. I actually was considering going to play the Rock Howard DLC because I do have it. Here's the thing. I realized, oh wait, I have a demo for Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. I want to go play that quick. Cut to an hour later, I just ordered the game. I am hooked on this game, man. It is so cool. Like, legit.
Everyone was shitting on it when they announced it.
No, I was not. I was like, Nomura's designing characters, Team Ninja, it looks so cool. I'm hooked. And it's just, as soon as like the music, the trailer, the chaos, and it's like, yeah, I love the memes, but legit, it's so like, yeah, like is the best way to describe it. like for what I felt about the trailer. And then playing the game itself, I'm like, oh my god, is this what Final Fantasy 15 should have been? Well, and this is coming from someone who likes 15. 15 was my first Final Fantasy, to be honest, so I have a bit of bias towards it. And I'm like, oh, I think I like this game. like this game more than it already like feels like 15 because it already has like kind of a similar setup a bit because like a king tells us, but it's more like reminiscent of the first Final Fantasy. But the action mechanics feel so much better. Now it does use like the Souls button controls, but it's more like Nioh. Have you ever played Nioh?
No, I haven't played any Souls game.
Okay, but Nioh is more fast paced than like a regular Souls, and I do honestly prefer this over like I prefer more faster gameplay. It's still a tad hard, but there's more like mechanics and like magic and Final Fantasy stuff and
Everything I've seen of that of the Chaos Simulator seems much more like the best way I can put it is it much more of like if character action to Souls like is a spectrum, you know.
Yeah,
because to me like that's what it is. It's like they're the same. They're tackling the same thing in different ways, but it's a spectrum.
Yeah, it kind of feels in the middle.
Like leaning a little bit more to like Devil May Cry kind of like combo-y stuff, but it is you gotta plan your attacks. You gotta know what you're doing, kind of thing.
Yeah, you do have to know what you're doing because I did die multiple times in the demo, but never really felt because I was getting a bit cocky with my mechanics and like I wasn't doing the right thing.
Like you just can't cancel out of a dodge, you know.
Yeah. And I will say the job system, I love how it's accessible to you just by like equipping weapons. Like it's very simple. You have a lot of jobs like to mess around with right away as soon as you get weapons. Like you can really only equip 2 jobs at a time, which is a bit cumbersome because it's like like you can only switch between 2 at a time, which is like like it's a bit like a hassle to just like I want to use a different job and you have to go pause, go into the menu, like fiddle around with the equipment, which but that's just a general game thing. I don't really know how they could make it smoother. But like I just so much about it is appealing to me, and it's like the characters are very charming. Like Jack is like even like at the beginning he does not want to do any of these side quests. He just wants to go chaos, that's it. And it's like like I like this dude, and it's like everyone else is pretty chill, like, and it's just like you have this like big personality, and like it's like. And like I do feel like I haven't gotten to like the end of the first chapter yet, but like I do feel like there's a lot of potential for like some good like character interactions and development. Like
I think the best way I have been looking at it, all that kind of just vibing with what I've seen of the game, it feels like one of those meta games where the main character is acting like how the player is. It's just like, I don't give a fuck. Just get to the game. I just want to get to the fighting.
Okay, you know what? Because it's like reminiscent of the first Final Fantasy, the twist might be that. Because, like, it's very possible, especially with how Jack is acting. It's very possible that there could pull a Final Fantasy 7 remake and it's just another meta game, which I'm honestly all for because I really like 7 remake despite its faults.
Yeah. Here's the thing about 7 remake. It just feels like you should always play 7 first and then remake.
Yeah,
but
I didn't finish 7 before remake, but like I did play a good chunk of 7, if that helps.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying you because it feels like you would get more out of remake if you play the original first.
Yeah. Honestly, I played more Crisis Core than 7, to be honest. I just really like Crisis Core. It's great.
I just have a feeling you're a Nomura simp.
Yeah, I am. I like Kingdom Hearts. I like this like little spin-off Final Fantasies. I really hope he gets his Versus 13 whenever like the Yozora game comes out, because I don't care if they haven't announced anything. We're getting a Yozora game. Like he just like man, just like it just kind of pisses me off more that like Square Enix has really talented teams, yet they're pushing a lot of the mediocre stuff. Like it just push as their big hitters, and it's like Forspoken looks boring as hell, but it just looks like, okay, it's trying to be an isekai, but it just looks okay. Well, like this is like bombastic and like this is great, and like it makes me, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's also just like Square as a brand has just been kind of,
Identity
for lack of,
crisis.
scattered, I'd say, in the nicest way.
Yeah.
Because
But
you also have like them really trying to do the Western market.
yeah, like the Capcom like would try. Capcom's still trying to do Western market. What am I trying to say? But like not as much.
Capcom's gotten better, especially with DMC5.
Yeah. Hopefully Street Fighter 6. Pretty good.
We haven't gotten any more 6 info, have we?
No, they said it's summer, so I'm betting Evo or E3 we're gonna get it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Evo also got its games announced. Grand Blue is still. I don't know why Grand Blue is still on Evo. Just a side note, like that's just weird to me. Like I really feels like Battle for the Grid should have been there, but then again, Enway is kind of being a bit of scummy with NFTs, so I kind of understand why they might have not want to want them in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up because I want to know who's all at Evo, and I don't want you to have to struggle and remember.
No, I do. Skullgirls is at Evo.
Always gotta fucking love Skullgirls, especially with how fucking turbulent
development is. Yeah, man. Like I was watching Super Best Friends intros, and like their intro for Skullgirls is like for their Skullgirls episode is just so classic. It's like, yeah, this is what YouTube was meant for.
So Street Fighter V makes sense.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah.
MK11. Tekken 7.
Yeah.
KOF 15.
Yeah.
Melty Blood.
Yeah, that's good.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Grand Blue, and Skullgirls.
Yeah. Again, I would really want to, like, if I'd have to change one thing about that list, replace Grand Blue with like Killer Instinct or something. Like,
I haven't heard anything about Killer Instinct in like years.
No, like yeah, I'm just the Maximilian. Like, I just want Max to be happy.
Yeah,
and it just
but like there's like you could easily add like 3 more games to that, and it'd be like it not necessarily fill it out more, but it'd just be like
variety
ultimate list, because like there's no Smash Bros, and that's probably on Nintendo.
Yeah, I know. It was like, so the Nintendo said that like they weren't renewing their contract. Initially I thought, oh, Sony's being pricks, but no, they said Nintendo won't like let us, which is unfortunate. Especially because Sora just got into Smash, and it's like I want to see Sora gameplay at Evo.
Yeah, or but like that one,
Nickelodeon
maybe
game?
a Killer Instinct kind of thing. What else?
We're
in a fighter renaissance, but like that seems like every major fighter that people have been enjoying lately.
Yeah, I know the Nicktoons game like kind of came and went. Like it's fun.
I have a feeling the WB one's gonna last a little bit longer.
Yeah, they're planning it to be a live service, so of course.
But it's also planning it to be free.
Yeah, free. Probably hook more players and microtransactions and all that, which is kind of scummy. I mean, honestly, it seems like the Nickelodeon fighting game got good in spite of everything. Like,
yeah,
because it's like they couldn't get voice actors; they were very limited. If there's like, I'm sorry, oh god, we were so off topic right now.
Fuck it, it's our topics, whatever.
Yeah, but like, who cares? Yeah, like if there's one thing I could change about the Nickelodeon fighting game. I really wanted like each Turtles character to not just be 80s Turtles, because it's like I understand they can't use 2003 Turtles even though they use them in a Paramount Plus commercial for some reason, but like get a Rise Turtle, get a 2012 Turtle, have like an 80s April, like vary it up a bit, get wacky.
I think it's just trying to keep like a maintained brand on them.
Yeah.
That's the evergreen turtle,
Yeah, I feel like you could have like an 80s turtle, but like I don't know, just gameplay wise, having like Rise Raph and like 2017 2012 Leo would just be so fun.
Yeah, but there's also like, it seems very much of like it is 90s Nickelodeon stuff and today's Nickelodeon stuff. There's no in between.
I mean, there is like a Danny Phantom, an Avatar, but like...
Yeah, but like...
Also, like, I'm sorry, there's like... uh, what you say about modern Nickelodeon? There's only like two modern Nickelodeon characters. Both of them are Loud House.
Mm,
Because Nickelodeon in 2010s has kind of been barren, and any cartoon that is good there, they've been trying to bury. Like, no
yeah.
glitch text characters because they canceled that show because they screwed over the crew. Uh, no, glitch text is really good, by the way. It's a really good, like, it's probably the best video game cartoon I've seen out of the West. Um, like, it's on Netflix, like 20 episodes. It ends on a frustrating cliffhanger, but if you want like just some like like if you want some like good references and like but like still like great characters, watch Glitch Text. Yeah.
Man, man, I we're really really off topic. It
Yeah.
just
Sorry.
feels like a lot of studio not studios, Disney, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon just really don't want to put any money into modern
Yeah.
American animation.
Yeah. I mean yeah, because it's like they canceled Owl House because gay. And oh man, but like what I would kill for like an Owl House game, a good one. Because it's like people are like wanting that Gravity Falls game, and they got a 3DS one by Ubisoft. It looked nice, nothing else.
Yeah, but like there's a good number of like the only group of people I say like are actually taking time and investing in American animation is Adult Swim.
Yeah, I Netflix kinda, but then again, Netflix also does a lot of weird shit.
But Netflix also outsources a lot of shit. Like their investment is also,
Just a lot of
hey,
stuff.
what are you doing over in Canada? Can we just put it on American Netflix and say we created it?
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Like they're more of
Like
a
how many J
distribution,
dramas and K dramas are on Netflix as Netflix originals
even though they like aired. Yeah, you're right.
on Korean television?
God. um. Yeah. But yeah, that could be like. I think we already talked about that on a podcast, like on the first episode of Components. This.
We talk about a lot of things. We very circular conversations.
Yeah. Um. Want to talk about your games?
I mean, sure. I mean, it's the games I've been playing on stream.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, just like it's time to show Boingo Rider stream. Start with Xenoblade because you haven't like I haven't really got your thoughts on that, and you're like a good chunk of the way through.
It's a fun game. There is it is how to describe it because it's fun playing, it's fun doing the things in the game, but when I think about it not playing the game, I go like there is some clunk that I can easily ignore because I'm having fun.
It was a Wii game. It was a Wii game originally.
It's a Wii game and it shows, but it is good in spite of its limited, not hardware, limited like controller settings, you know?
Yeah, because like I'm pretty sure they had to like accommodate for like Wiimote and nunchuck play style back then.
Because and the big problem for me is just like whenever I start an encounter in the game, the camera just does whatever the fuck it wants and I have to like wrangle it back.
Oh yeah, that's annoying because it's like locking onto an enemy.
Because it locks onto an enemy, but if the enemy is like huge, the camera just goes straight to the ground and looks all the way up.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Um, I
But
think
that's
they
what I'm saying. It's like this little bits of clunk that it's like, oh, that's annoying, but I'm playing the game. I'm just dealing with it.
yeah, like
But there's also aspects of like, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it is. You got to know what you're doing, and you got to pay attention to all the numbers and all the ways those numbers can be affected.
yeah, it's a lot. Like what overwhelmed me my first time playing Xenoblade. I haven't beaten it, but like from what I played of like the Wii version, on the
Mm-hmm.
Wii U, is just there's so many variables to take consideration of, and it feels a bit overwhelming at times.
Yeah, like, okay, here's the thing. For people who aren't aware, you can equip items onto your characters, and then you can equip items onto your equipped items to do more things.
Yeah, and also just like there's like you have to placement, there's auto attacking, you have to remember where special moves, then there's the future vision stuff, and then there's like it can,
It if you once you get into a flow, it is an easy flow to get into. It's just you have to get into it. You have to like down into it.
Yeah. It's you have to really be committed to play Xenoblade. Um,
And like I hate to put it this way, it's hard to be really in the mindset, like really in playing the game when you're also talking to chat
yeah,
and
it's
trying to be entertaining.
yeah, it's a very much like gotta focus game, and it's like yeah, I don't think it's I think that's why you don't really see a lot of streams of it. I think that it's a game that's very much appeals to the let's play format, where it's like yeah, this is this is me playing the game, and this is me experiencing the story and stuff. Oh, what is your thoughts on the story?
It's I haven't reached any major twists or anything like that, so like I'm thinking it's cool, it's solid, it's pretty anime, but like not in any negative way. It's just like it's a good anime.
Yeah, yeah, because I know like there's some crazy twists towards the end, but I won't spoil them for you.
Yeah.
I don't even know them because I haven't finished it yet. But I do know there are twists in that. Like people did, like what people who love this game love this game. They say it's one of their favorites of all time. So.
Oh yeah, no, that's what my friends Elma and Huey said.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how you'll feel about Xenoblade 2.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I understand that some people have
Issues?
that problem with Xenoblade 2 with the character designs and everything.
I was more talking about
I don't-
story.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard any complaints about the story. All the complaints I've heard about Xenoblade 2 is just the designs.
Yeah. Good point.
But like, I'm fine with the designs. Like, I have a high tolerance for that kind of stuff just because I grew up with anime in the mid 2000s, like
yeah.
peak horny anime.
Yeah. Speaking of, oh, that's a good transition to Bayonetta.
Oh yeah, I've been playing. Here's okay. I have been playing Bayonetta. I've been really enjoying it. It is definitely a game that I know I'm going to have to go back to and play more of, because I know I'm missing things, and I know it is that addictive. I can be better at this game. I can play this game better. Like I just need to play it, you know.
Yeah, and that's like Hideaki Kamiya is really good at that. Hideki Kamiya is really good at that kind of like gotta replay this. You know, Devil May Cry gets people that way.
Playing Bayonetta just makes me go like, man, I would love to see Platinum make a fighter.
Oh man, if Platinum does like expand to genres, screw the live service thing with Babylon's Fall that like already flopped. Do a fighting game.
Like I can just see them like. I don't know if they need to do a 2D or like a 3D arena style or like a 3D Tekken style.
Yeah, well, whatever. Just make one. Like, oh, the juggles would be insane.
Oh yeah, no, it would be fascinating, especially with the way they like to build character and world and lore. Like, it doesn't even have to be a 100% original game. It could just be like all their IPs: Bayonetta, Vanquish,
Wonderful 101.
Wonderful 101, like those kind of things. Like they don't have a ton of IPs. They can't do a huge crossover fighter, but like it could be interesting. You could do something interesting with that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like there is merit to a Platinum Games fighting game, you know?
Or maybe even like talk to all the people they got made licensed games with and like get Raiden in there.
Oh man,
get Korra.
Oh, Korra got delisted though.
Oh yeah, maybe like, Optimus Prime
again. Delisted.
Or wait, did the Transformers game get delisted too?
Yeah. The only reason Transformers and Turtles are still accessible is physical, and I have a physical of Transformers, which basically means I have a ticking time bomb of cash. I'm not gonna sell it though. I have too much fun with that game.
But like, you can do some fun things with it, or maybe team up with Capcom and make like Platinum versus Capcom.
Oh yeah, that would be I just
then you can still have Beautiful Joe Okame.
Ooh, here's an idea. Just like if you just want to make like a side thing, just like give like Power Stone to Platinum or something.
Ooh, yeah, no, that could be fun.
Yeah, I just say Power Stone because it's a 3D arena fighter. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? If Capcom's like too busy with Street Fighter 6 and whatever else they're making, just give power, just outsource Power Stone to Platinum. Just
Like, here's the thing I don't understand about AAA studios. There is a a plethora of independent studios that would love a chance, absolutely kill to have a chance to make a Power Stone, a new Red Earth, a new any beat 'em up. Like any beat 'em up franchise would kill to make one.
yeah, and I'm glad that like SNK and Nickelodeon are doing it with like Metal Slug Tactics and the Ninja Turtles like new beat 'em up game. Like those are great investments. Uh, what else?
Like imagine if Capcom just went like, "Hey, independent studio that's making really good platformers, you just want to make us a Mega Man?"
Yeah, I mean, like, where the hell? I know they said they're working on new Mega Man games. Where the hell's the new Mega Man games? Like, we just
I
had
mean,
11.
even then, 11 did well. 11 did well.
Yeah, it did well. I'm like, we don't, not even a tease for something new? Or is like, are they being super secretive? Are they gonna pull Sega Saturn and announce it and launch it at the same day?
Capcom is like, they have taken 2 steps backward, 2 steps forward, and like 1.5 back.
Yeah.
Like you're going like you were doing a lot of good, but you were like, I don't know where you're going with some of these things. Like the recent fighter collection that they announced.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But like, also like, is this a situation where we have to buy it to get a new Darkstalkers?
Yeah, I kind of hope it's just there just to like give us a way to play Darkstalkers and Red Earth with rollback, and not like a shoot your gun. We're gonna shoot you if you don't buy it. Like,
could it also be like a way to test the waters on a new Cyberbot? Because like, think about like, I wouldn't say like, oh, Cyberbots needs to stay a 2D fighter. Think about like Cyberbots as like one of those like
Mecha
Armor
games?
Core, Gundam,
Yeah, mecha
3D
games.
mecha fighters.
Yeah, that'd be neat. Maybe get Platinum. We keep talking about like Platinum doing arena fighters for Capcom.
Just Platinum, do things, please.
Yeah, do things that aren't Babylon's Fall, because Babylon's Fall is not cool.
Give us Bayo 3.
Yeah, I mean it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
What Digimons? Because I know there was like a Digimon thing recently. Like,
I haven't watched the teaser yet, but apparently it's not really any new information and no release date.
yeah,
still.
I heard. Yeah, I heard about the Survive got delayed. I was thinking like Adventure, and apparently there's a new show coming.
There is. Ghost Game is there currently airing, and Adventure 2020 just got confirmed to have an English dub.
Yeah, I thought there was like a 2022 show coming, or was was that just a fake leak? I don't know.
I don't know. There may be like an O2 movie happening.
Yeah, there is an O2 movie. Yeah, I know Karn
Yeah.
about the O2 movie. Anyway, you talk about Cyber Sleuth, which is on my Steam wish list.
I have been playing Cyber Sleuth on stream, but like I haven't played farther anymore because I've been wanting to try and get basically an end game team of just like, these are the Digimon I want to have when I beat the game. I want to try and get to it, but it's also like the Digi-Evolution costs are really high on them. So it's just, I've been grinding while ever we've been doing components.
Yeah.
So I've just been playing Digimon while talking about everything.
Yeah, oh my, sorry. I just got put in the and bad takes tier on like somebody's stream. I just need to, I'm just like, oh. Like, I need to watch the VOD later. But like, anyway, how you, yeah, Digimon good. Yeah, I played a bit of Hacker's Memory, and I need to like get back to Hacker's Memory or something, or just get this Cyber Sleuth re-release or something.
Yeah, I mean, I got the dual pack on Steam, which is good. It's fun because it's also Hacker's Memory stuff can go backwards into Cyber Sleuth and same the other way around.
Yeah.
If you have them on the same save file,
yeah,
so like,
yeah, I know, like you can like get extra content and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And like Digimon is also, I wouldn't say it's in a renaissance, but like
a resurgence.
No, I wouldn't even say that. It is just like they're acknowledging that there is a consistent fan base that is there, and they're just finally they're just finally doing things. It's like, oh, wait a second, you mean there's a consistent group of people who will just keep playing a trading card game? Cool. Let's just do a trading card game.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of the trading card game, Bandai
The One
fucking
Piece
just
game?
announced One Piece trading card game. I need that in English so fucking bad.
Yeah, like that's totally like my friend Asterix. Like she's probably gonna go nuts over it. She already went nuts over it.
Because it's One Piece. It's
One Piece and cards together at last.
and like I'm just thinking like there is some fun mechanics you can base off of the One Piece world, you know?
Yeah. Very fun mechanics, I'd say.
Because like, is it building your crew and you're going up against battle, all this kind of stuff? There's a bunch of fun characters you can use.
Yeah.
I don't know. One Piece is just very near and dear to my heart. I spent like today just watching a bunch of One Piece theory vids.
No, it's fine. No, that's me with like I like to just be with like Kamen Rider and stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Especially when like you know a story has you by the fucking throat when you can just watch a theory video and it can make you cry just remembering elements from the story.
Oh yeah, mood. I need to get bigger into One Piece because I do love what I read. I just need to like read more. Like
you've gone through East Blue and that's pretty much it.
No, I've got up to Chopper's introduction arc and now he's like with the Straw Hats.
Oh, so the beginning of the Alabasta saga.
Yeah, and like the Sunday characters, like one of the Miss Sunday characters. That's Nico Robin, right?
Miss Sunday, black hair.
Yeah, the black hair one, the one with the cowboy hat.
Yes, that's Nico.
Okay, just making sure because I was like, I know Nico like starts off as like a little villainous first, and then gets into like more heroic.
It just turns into the mom.
Yeah, which is wholesome. You want to talk about Clone Hero to end us off?
Yeah, it's a clone of Guitar Hero.
All right, plug your stuff.
Hey, howdy, I am Boingo Writer. Do you want to watch some Twitch streams and watch games that I fucking play? Oh,
yeah.
Fucking go to twitch.tv/Boingo Writer. I stream on a semi-regular basis. Wahoo!
Like a Klonoa?
I mean, I can play Klonoa.
Yeah, do it, because you just did the Wahoo from Klonoa.
It's more of like a...
Just a general
it
Wahoo.
can also be it can also be a non-accented Mario Wahoo.
Yeah, that works
too. You want to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram? It's at Boingo_Writer. Post things, talk about things, do a variety of things.
Yeah.
And you want to see me some video essays and editorial on YouTube? Hey, just type Boingo Writer in the search bar or youtube.com/c/Boingo Writer, and you should be able to find me.
Yeah, he's a good. He also edits some videos sometimes, like the Zeo video. And he also edited a video for the VAC Humanator. Yeah, you did. He gets around. And I'm Buster Corp. I also do video essays on the internet. You can find the channel at Buster Corp. If you want to keep up with my Twitter shenanigans, you can follow me at BusterBlue3. I also do Twitch streams occasionally at Busters Corp. But that's going to do it for No More Games, so you can now exit the Garden of Madness. I guess that's going to be my outro phrase, because we ended last episode of just like...
That just sounds like the end phrase for like a fucking Fatal Fury.
Well, I mean,
fight.
it's like No More Games, No More Heroes, Garden of Madness.
Ooh, it would be jank as fuck. Grasshopper Fighter.
Oh yeah, it would be. Oh man, we keep getting back
it'd
to
be fun, but it'd be jank.
Yeah. Oh man, and I just want to go back